I just got done watching Toy Story 5 in theaters today. This movie was by far so much better than the fourth movie. Of course, this one heavily involves the overtake of technology to where kids no longer play with their toys. I feel like it's a really good modern take. There is one thing biased that I would like them to kind of do differently here, even though this one is definitely concurrent and would involve the kids a lot more. This comes from my childhood and my type of nostalgia, where it was all about the game machines. I'm talking about like the GameCube type of consoles, PlayStation, even the handhelds. And the handhelds would have definitely been a big thing. But this one is more for the modern kids. But of course, as always, it keeps the old time fans of Toy Story involved. A lot of the old characters are here. You got Woody, you got Buzz. Those are the two mainstays. Of course, Jesse, who takes on the main character of this movie, which is really awesome. It's about time we had a different lead, and I'm perfectly fine with her holding the torch, at least for now, maybe in the next movie even as well. I just really love the character Jessie. I wouldn't have another character take over in this series but her. This also wouldn't be Toy Story without new characters. I can't really say there's a lot of new toys exactly. It's more or less some new devices. There's probably a lot of old time fans that aren't exactly a big fan of that, especially if you thought Forky and Knifey were bad additions, but they actually make it pretty easy to kind of get into it. These are actual good characters. Other than that, we also get the addition of a new human character, which is very surprising. One of the other main aspects of the movie I didn't talk about yet is Bonnie trying to make friends. So friendship is another big thing here. Really, at this point, I feel like the animation also feels proper, and this is what the movies are going to probably be like from now on. Now I'm going to get to the negatives. I really only have two. They're not really too huge in my opinion. The first thing is the romance in the movie, and yes, there was some romance. I'm sure it's been talked about a lot online. I wasn't exactly a big fan because whenever I think about the movies, I definitely can pinpoint that coming back from Toy Story 3. I felt like in 4 it wasn't as prevalent, and I feel like at this point it's like, why are we going back to it? But at the end of the day, this was eventually something that was probably going to happen. And lastly is one of the bigger things that I feel like a lot of people will agree on, but there is a lack of Woody and even the toys in general, the ones at Bonnie's house. I feel like they just don't show up enough in this movie. It's more heavily focused on Jesse, but at the same time, it's really about Bonnie. It's sort of complicated in a sense. But with all that, I rate Toy Story 5 a 9.5. It is still very strong, and I can probably say this is a very, very good movie. A lot better than you would think, honestly. I'd also like to add a real quick movie theater review. Man, was it insane. So to the left of me, I had a bunch of people on their phones, and dude, whenever I say it was like a flashlight, man, and they were trying to text, that is crazy in the middle of the movies. On top of that, midway through it, we had someone like putting on their flashlights to the right of me, and I'm like, what? That is just bravery. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on Toy Story 5. Hope you guys stay safe. And until next time, peace out, guys.